Hello scale guys, Nexas here, and welcome to First Descendant, the brand new, I'd say, looter shooter that is meant to be the next Destiny killer. I will straight up say, guys, spoiler alert, this ain't no Destiny killer. It's a bit of a different game, but it is definitely going to be the looter shooter, so it fits the genre and everything. If I was going to say it was like any game, it'd be more like Warframe in terms of looks. You can already see you do look hella dope, and that's one thing I will give this game. It's got a really nice aesthetic to it. It's really sick looking. Of course, it's a new gen game as well, so also if you do want to play this, I would suggest being on new gen console, or of course having a pretty decent rig, because oh, there's a bunny's ass right in my face. Hey buddy. But obviously you'd want some new gen stuff, because yeah, it does kind of take a lot to run. But I will say overall that this game, it's really dope. I will show the gameplay straight away. I won't really go into everything else that's in the game. There's a lot of mods and everything that you kind of have to go through, but I think most people are more interested in see how it plays. So without further ado, let's go into one of the missions I did earlier. Spoiler alert, of course, if you want story mode and everything, if you want to like know the story. But this is one of the kind of like strikes of the game where you just kind of load up and kill a bunch of aliens. Alrighty, so we are of course gonna be doing our little mission here with our Ajax and everything. This is what the gameplay is gonna sort of look like. This is gonna be third-person shooter, of course. I mean, I hope y'all knew that was gonna be the case, right? But yeah, this is gonna be kind of like a strike with Greg. You can see Greg. Greg's back, boys. See the Greg from D1, he's back, or D2, he's back here. But this is the gameplay and everything, as I said. Shooting wise, it's gonna be pretty like I'd say honestly kind of like Gears of War and everything like that. Obviously it's third-person shooter and whatnot, but that's one of my abilities I just popped as well, where it's gonna be a big ass shield you put in front of your face and everything. You're gonna have a couple of abilities though. Of course, this is Ajax, who's gonna be more of a tank sort of character. So oh boys, get them real quick. He's gonna be more of a tank sort of character though, so he's a lot to do with shields, slamming. Think of Titans from D2 and everything. Everyone will have a grapple hook as well, and you can of course double jump. So and dodge roll as well. So there's no real stamina bar either, so you can kind of spam a little bit. But I will say overall, the gunplay actually does feel really nice. I do kind of like it. Now we're gonna actually slam these guys. Hey boys, boom! We just freaking slam them, get the kills and everything. There is a little bit of a mechanic as well that if you reload like halfway and dodge, it seems to just reload for you. But there is multiple different enemies too. You can see some things tank a lot more. The shieldy boys. Here comes the grapple. Oh, I love grappling into people as meleeing. It's so freaking dope. And there's a couple of more chances up here. And, oh, I missed. Oh no, I didn't. Freaking calculated. But obviously you can't really spam the abilities. They are going to be on somewhat cooldowns. You can kind of see, oh, what the hell just happened to my mouse just went flying. What the hell? But there is going to be cooldowns, and you can kind of see that little blue bar down the bottom. That's actually like your MP, so your magic points, I assume that they were going for. There's another ability you can kind of use, which is going to be basically a big ass slam in the freaking direction all over you. It's an AoE. But basically, you got to get MP off enemies. You can see that little blue orbit is picked up. That will give me MP so I can use moves. But yeah, that is the main sort of premise of the game. It's just kind of shooting things, getting ammo, getting abilities and everything like that. Like there's the multiple enemies here. We'll slam their ass. I do actually kind of stun as well when I do slam. So if they don't die, they are stunned. So I can actually kind of like, you know, take a breather and just start to slam them with the weapons. But you can kind of see that this whole guy's like gimmick is going to be just tanking things and being survivability and slamming and whatnot. You kind of see as well, when you don't have MP, you do have to kind of get a bunch of kills to kind of pick it up. So enemy drops are really what you're looking for. So in higher, like I'd say when things don't die that easily, it might be hard to spam abilities, not gonna lie. It will definitely be hard. And that's where mods and like weaponry and stuff comes in. But kaboom! Man, I love the slam so much. Oh, it's so glorious. There's a bunch more abilities though, so I can slam on someone else. No, we're just gonna grapple this guy. Buddy. Oh, that is so glorious. There is going to be other weapons in the game as well. I was kind of just spamming out the auto rifle there, but there's different types of weapons. So there is going to be this auto rifle which you can use. That's a sniper. We're gonna come real quick, but there will be sort of like pulse rifles, which takes it's called special ammo. You can see when I like on ADS, there is going to be like an orangey sort of bullet beside it. That means that it's a special weapon. It does a little bit more damage, has a little bit of a different shot to it in terms of its pulse rifle. Basically shoots 3 at a time. It is really dope though. There's definitely other ways of other kind of weapons to kind of go in with. Let's try that real quick. But there's other weapons and everything to kind of pick up, and there is a ton of loot in this game. I'll go over loot after we get out of this dungeon or frickin' strike, whatever you want to call it. But there is so much loot in this game with different types of weapons. It's honestly like Borderlands. It's legit so much crap to go over. As I said though, gunplay wise, I do kind of like how it feels. I like the bullet kind of hit range and everything like that. I mean, you have to ADS if you really want to be effective. No scope, you can do it, don't get me wrong, but it's third-person shooters always are a bit inaccurate when you're no scoping. But And you're gonna like it. It is kind of fun to go in with. I could definitely see people being in a squad going, oh my god, this is so much fun to go in with. But I will definitely say though, if you're a D2 type of guy, this isn't really gonna be the game. I'd say it might be the game you like because you shoot aliens and everything, but this is definitely more of a Warframe players type of game. I mean, it's definitely gonna have that aesthetic to it of fighting enemies. Then we're gonna destroy the snipers. These can wreck you. But you can definitely see that it's definitely more about Warframe, not just because it's third person, but just kind of how the whole aesthetic and how everything kind of feels, especially with the abilities being on sort of a weird kind of cooldown and everything, and how effective they can be. I definitely do think that if you're gonna be, I have way too much gear on me, I can't pick that up. But I definitely do think if you're a Warframe type of guy, this would be the type of game for you. But definitely, I do think that if you play Destiny, you should definitely give this a shot, because it can be pretty fun. As I said, when you get the slams and the abilities going, oh, it's so glorious. I would love if you could spam them way more instead of having to pick up, obviously, the MPs like this. Because it definitely does slow you down, but like a boom. I love doing that so much. It's so much fun. I do really like the aesthetic of the game too, though. I mean, the characters look oh so sick. I kind of understand probably why they look sick is because they probably want people to buy skins and everything like that too. But I mean, this Ajax guy, there is 3 different characters you gotta choose from. There's another guy who has grenades, kaboom, slamming his ass, and wait, oh, I need to reload. But yeah, there is this Ajax guy who's gonna tank a lot. There is, of course, another guy who can chuck grenades and whatnot. There's a girl who also has like ice magic or whatnot as well. So it's definitely kind of a pick your poison type thing. But as I said, my daddy's Shax. I gotta pick Shax, guys. If someone looks anyway like Shax, I gotta freaking pick them now. There's 2 dudes over here. Kaboom, boys, I'm in. Oh, the slam is so glorious. If only you could spam it so much more, it'd be so freaking dope. All right, Gary, get your ass out here and fight me like a freaking man. Where's your ass at? Oh, I've been legit killing all your minions for way too freaking long. Give me your ass. Kaboom. Oh, there's the freaking AoE as well. I love the whole kit of this guy. It's just such a shame you can't spam abilities. Maybe obviously there's gotta be different game modes and whatnot, or different sort of events where, or different gear sets you get where you're basically always uptimed with things as soon as you pick up a weapon like this, and there we go. I was on a cooldown there. I didn't even realize I was just taking hits like an absolute noob. As I said, I love the way the freaking abilities feel. I think they're so sick, and the whole aesthetic of the game. Ugh, it's got something really, really sweet going for it. It's definitely something if you're kind of like the art style to go in with. No, I'm nearly dead. Oh my god. Wow, we're gonna have squeaky one time. Squeaky one time. There is some freaking meteor. Oh my god, there's something hit my ass. Yo, can we stop with the airstrike, please? That would be freaking dandy. We're gonna go for this guy. I did actually switch up my weapon, so we're using a scout rifle now, which is technically a special weapon in this game. So you can see the damage for a headshot. It's gonna be really, really nice, so you can absolutely dome people. And I didn't really go over this MP on the floor. Also, there is tons of ammo. So all that stuff on the floor, that's all ammo. So I'd say it's pretty fair to even get. And there is freaking Greg. Thanks, Greg. Get your ass over here. Get your scout rifle. Oh my god, we are nailing this guy. That's gotta be the scout. You can see you can hit absolute shots with this thing. Oh my god, we're gonna slam his ass. Hey, buddy. And he is gone. Shotguns are gonna be power weapons. You can definitely see. And oh, he's got balloons. Oh, I definitely have to shoot those balloons. God damn it. Why does every boss have like an immune phase whenever I play this? Any game, they always got some immune freaking stuff. And I'm weak again. Oh, mama. Oh, we get it right now. And okay, there is also, I didn't even really go over HP and stuff. There is kind of shields and of course actual HP. The red is going to be actual HP, and that's what I'm losing. You can heal yourself off pickups on the floor like so. You can definitely see that. And there is going to be shield and auto regens too, so it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's easy to die. You could definitely die if you don't freaking like, oh my god, my game crashed. I thought I just crashed the game. I lost all my shields for that. What the hell, game? Oh, I pressed the wrong one. I was meant to queue. Oh, Greg, please leave me alone for a second. Let me just dip for a sec whilst I also freaking heal. I think Greg has like 3 freaking phases too. You can see that. Oh, he does have 3 phases. Like freaking, I don't know, Kingdom Hearts, where you can see the HP and everything like that. So you go through different freaking health bars. Can I resupply here? Thank you. And that is gonna airstrike me. And the airstrikes are so annoying. You just have to keep freaking moving. But yeah, I will say, as far as the boss fight goes, it is somewhat, I'd say, active. I mean, oh, I need to reload it. But I'd say it's a little bit of an active sort of game, boss fight and everything like that. I mean, he doesn't really chase you down too much, and you get hit by ads. Sort of like a Destiny sort of boss fight, to be honest. I mean, definitely could be of different types in the game and everything like that. This isn't going to be the only type. This is like the first strike I've actually kind of done a first mission. I completely with. You know what? We meant to do that because I wanted to get up in his face like this. Now we just blast his ass. But yeah, I will say overall that this, it does feel nice to gameplay. I do think that if you get a friend or a group kind of going in this, it can definitely be fun, especially if you kind of get to end game content. It can definitely be really dope when it gets to like squeaky kind of time. You are 1 HP, buddy. You. And that is Greg. Oh, mission complete. Look at that, Greg. Get your ass out of here. Freaking making me chase you across the realm. But yeah, that is gotta be the gameplay and everything. As I said, it is pretty fun. It's very active and everything. Definitely, very kind of intuitive, kind of what you have to do and everything. I would much rather... Oh, this is the big dome shield you can do as well, by the way. There's different types of shields. I would much rather if it was more simplistic with, of course, the mods and everything like that too. But, of course, this is going to be your rewards. You can see you get a lot of rewards. You get lots of stuff. Look down that bottom right. Oh, my God. There's so much crap to go over. And there are the weapons I was kind of using too. You can level up weapons. So, yeah. There's a lot to do in this game. It isn't just all going to be shooting things and having fun. There is so much leveling as well. So yeah, that is going to be the gameplay, of course, for the first Descendant. You can see my Titan boy, basically, my Shaxi Poo, freaking just stomping on some noobs and everything. You can have some abilities. Every character is different. There is one with grenades, there's one with ice. Of course, the bunny is electricity, which I will say is basically Hunter of this game, where every single person and their freaking mother is being the bunny. You've got to unlock it. You can see I'm kind of close to unlocking it myself. But when it comes to the gameplay and everything, it is pretty fun. I do like the kind of shooting aspect of it. It feels nice as a third-person shooter. Very Warfare-like, but obviously no swords and whatnot. But I will say that it can get very, very, like, I'd say complicated to pick the best gear and everything like that. And I'll go through the inventory now. You can see this was kind of what the loadout I was using when I was playing. This is what I started off with and then switched to a scout rifle. But there's a lot in this game. Like, if I click on this, you'll see... Oh, there's so many loot weapons to kind of pick up. They're all very similar. They don't have different names, but they have different abilities and everything. So it's that type of looter shooter. Think of like Borderlands, where they got the same weapon over and over again, but it will have like different DPS and RNG kind of drops to it and everything. And it's not just that, you can extend onto that further, that each weapon is going to have its own mod slots. So this is not going to be for the faint of heart. If you're not a guy who really likes, I'd say complicated sort of gameplay and everything, if you're one who wants some simplistic like Destiny, where you just click a weapon, has some perks you can kind of see straight away, you throw on a mod or two. This is not going to be that type of game. This is going to be heavily to do what kind of mods you're rocking. Different sort of activities are going to need different sorts of mods. You're going to have to unlock the mods too, which, as I said, it just leads to a lot of bloating of loot. There's so much crap you got to pick up. It's not just weapons as well. There is reactors. You can see I picked up loads. You can see you have to junk loads as well. Level 1s and stuff, level 8. This basically just increases your defenses and everything like that. You need to reach certain levels as well to be able to rock some of them as well. This like increase your max HP. You can see max HP again, defense. It's very complicated. I will definitely say that. Of course, you can't filter things too. So if I go in and switch weapon, I can't filter between the weapons and everything. And weapons wise, it's kind of simple in terms of you got a primary, which is going to be wide ammo. You got a special weapon, which is going to be like hand cannons, which obviously is going to be nice. Scout rifles too, which will do a ton of damage. Then you got these sort of other special weapons that have special rounds, if you let me. That was what the pulse rifle and everything was. And then, of course, your heavy weapons are going to be your shotguns and launchers and, of course, snipers and everything like that. So I will give them that their design team have made some really dope-ass weapons. Like, you can definitely see the aesthetic of these weapons is really, really nice. Like, look at this thing. Oh, my God. This is going to be the primary freaking weapon as well. I took that off by accident. But yeah, these are going to be the weapons and everything. You can kind of see they look pretty damn freaking sick. As I said, it has a lot going for it aesthetically and everything, but it's probably very, I'd say, heavy on loot. So more like Borderlands in that sense as well. It's not going to kind of be like Destiny. And as I said, it's very complicated. There is a lot to kind of look at in terms of like even the stats in the weapon. Like look how much crap is there. You got obviously the modules and everything you stick on it as well. There is going to be different skins and stuff you can chuck on it too. Like you can see there is one that you can preview and everything, which is going to be pretty nice. And that does mean that there is going to be a shop. So there is going to be a lot of pay to progress because this is going to be a free to play game. You can see straight away popular is going to be the premium starter pack, which is basically mods for your weapons. You got other things for crafting and everything like that, leveling up and stuff. Of course, it's going to be skins. You can see you can definitely get these sorts of skins and everything, a lot of bunny skins, and of course the Shack sort of skins, which are pretty sick, not gonna lie. They all look really, really dope. I know this said they're gonna make money, so I'm not too pissed about this because it's a free game. You're gonna have microtransactions, but as I said, if you want a nice simplistic sort of game or something where you won't have to like consume your life to kind of play it, this isn't gonna be for you. This definitely feels like a game where unless you're really dumping that money into it, you're gonna have to grind your absolute ass off to really progress or get to the end game. So for people who are are kind of looking for something kind of on the side to play, this is not really it unless you want to just mess around. And that's probably the best way I will say it, is that it is free to play. So if you want, you can download it, give it a shot and everything. If you want to play it with your friends and whatnot, it is free to play, so there's no harm, no foul to play it. But this definitely isn't going to be a casual sort of game where you can keep up with endgame unless you really commit to it. So if you want something while Destiny's in the off season, 100%, it'll be fun to load up with your friends and whatnot. Just kind of shoot some aliens and everything like that. Do the missions, get the storyline done, see what the story's like, see if you enjoy it. First Descendant, first impressions, I really do like it. I think it's a really sick ass game. It's got a lot to it. But overall, I will say that unless you're prepared to let it consume you, this is not going to be for the faint of heart. There's a lot of complicated stuff in this game to get used to, and there's a lot of time you got to put into it to make basically you get really good at it, to be honest. But regardless, if you like the video, just like, and want to see more content, subscribe, have a fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see you in the next collective in the next one.